Hello, thanks for tuning in. We're going to consider why employees are the biggest risks for owners and for the buyers of businesses. Today's presentation is one of 7 that focus on different situations. In this episode, we are paying attention to 31 worries of employees and employers. It's a huge mistake if you're thinking about selling or buying a small or mid-sized business if you don't deeply and astutely delve into the dynamics. Remember, one of the most valuable and risky assets walks out the door at the end of their shifts: the employees. I'm Ted Leverette, broadcasting from partneroncall.com. I'm the original business buyer advocate. For more than 30 years, I've been training and guiding people worldwide who buy small and mid-sized businesses. I'm not a business broker, never have been. I don't sell businesses or represent sellers. You can learn more about how the savviest searchers and buyers achieve done deals by reading both of my books. And by the way, sellers read them too, so they know how buyers are going to behave. How to prepare yourself and find the right business to buy, and how to buy the right business the right way. You can get them on Amazon. So, what's worrying employees and employers? Hey, are you paying attention to the headlines that are topping the news? Well, I have some news for you. Let's consider 31 distressing headlines from social media and the newspapers and TV. Sit back, grab your chair, and don't worry too much yet. Here's why. People who know how to find and buy the right businesses the right way, they avoid nearly all of these mistakes. And owners who are paying attention have the opportunity to fix what we're talking about. Okay, what about the headlines? Well, how about, of the 31, number 1, the top 10 employment risks. Now, you might wonder, what are the top 10? Well, you can go to my website and you'll see a list of articles and resources on this topic, and you can also find them on LinkedIn. I'll cover that later. So the first headline is the top 10 employment risks. Number 2, the risks of the unhappy employee. 3, the 7 business risks associated with unvaccinated employees. Hey, and don't just pay attention to the pandemic. There are other kinds of things that employees bring to work. And if it harms anyone, guess who gets to be responsible? Number 4, the biggest risks in the hiring process. This is what's worrying people. 5, the biggest risks when hiring a new employee. 6, 5 recruitment risks and how to mitigate them with pre-employment screening. Now, why am I camped out on this unhappiness and turnover in hiring? Because this is where it goes wrong from the get-go. This is why I hope you'll go to my website or go to LinkedIn and see the articles or the reports. You're going to get how-to information that you just cannot afford to ignore. Okay, let's keep going with some of these headlines. The 7th one on my list is 3 ways employee empowerment can turn into a train wreck. 8, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, wants to ban the noncompete clauses ensnaring some tech workers. You can see the bias in that, can't you? Number 9, do small businesses really need non-compete clauses? This article says, not really. Number 10, the University of California, no surprise here, striking graduate workers. Reach accord after 32 days. Oh my God. Number 11, the Union for State Employees calls for better wages, benefits to lure a new generation of public servants. 12, workers still quitting at high rates and getting a big bump in pay. 13, the risks associated with employee benefit programs and the investments that fund those programs. 14, A movement grows to abolish U.S. prison labor system that treats workers as less than human. 15. New Florida law helps shield employers who assist independent contractors during emergencies. Number 16. The dangers of misclassification of employees. 17. The risks behind the term 1099 employee for employers. Yeah, I camped out on that one because these independent contractors and anyone else who you're not paying wages and benefits to like you do your full-time employees, they are a big danger to you, and we'll cover some of that later. You need to be looking at these articles and reports. Well, number 18, payroll risks and controls. Everything you need to know. Hey, look, I work for buyers, and we see small and mid-sized businesses where they just do not know how to handle payroll and the risks and the controls, and it's a big red flag for us. 19, liability risks associated with borrowed employees. 20, Twitter policies forced female employees who weren't laid off to quit, a lawsuit says. 21, employee attrition, what it is, what causes it, what are the risks and prevention. 22, how to bridge from diversity to inclusion, helping employees cross the lines of natural affinity. You know, sometimes I wonder where some of this language comes from. 23, employment risks associated with employees bringing their whole selves to work. You know, things like LGBTQ, etc. 24, the terminated employee risk. 25, well, Mark Benioff tells Salesforce employees new hires are less productive. 26, what risks are associated with lone working? 27, worker safety risks. 28, the risks of staff using personal devices for work. 29, legal framework for mitigating risks associated with employee downsizing. Hey, pay attention to that. Guess what? There's going to be a whole lot more of that coming up. Number 30, is it a bad time to change jobs? Well, here's how the experts think the looming recession will affect job seekers in 2023. And finally, 31, what is permanent establishment risk and how does it affect your business? Hey, that's a legal concept. You'd be wise to read that article. Okay, in 2 of my other episodes, Solutions, and the other one, What's Ahead, I share with you how the savviest employers are reacting, mitigating, or solving what today might appear to you to be an overwhelming negative environment for employees and employers. Okay, here's how to access more than 100 free reports and other resources you can use to anticipate what's ahead and then handle it. Go to LinkedIn and find my article, Why Employees Are the Biggest Risk for Owners, Sellers, Buyers. You can also access those resources on my website, partneroncall.com. And you might want to go back again in a month or so. Why? Because I'm going to be adding information as I find it in the news. So I'm doing some research for you. Just go back to those articles and you'll see what I plugged in. Okay, you can also see how I advise my clients, the business buyers. Go to my YouTube channel. Just type my name into YouTube, Ted Leverette. You'll see the channel. Look for, here's what savvy buyers detect from companies for sale. And the best time to do that is before buying any company, like during due diligence. This video is going to tell you how to get the information you need from employees, particularly the key employees, before you take a risk in buying the company. You're going to get the questions to ask. Oh, by the way, and if a business owner or broker tells you, no, you cannot interview employees, you got to buy the company and just hope what you think you're getting is what you get. Well, here's what I tell my employees. Think again and consider walking away. That could be a really dumb deal. And you got to wonder what they're trying to hide from you. And then I hope you'll contact me to schedule a private conversation on Zoom. We'll assess your situations. We'll try to improve them. Hey, you can email me from my website, partneroncall.com. Okay, what's the bottom line? Now is a good time to pay attention among employees and employers. What you see is the tip of the iceberg, and it's going to get worse. You need to accurately assess whatever situations you're in. Think about this. Quite a few small and mid-sized businesses are for sale because owners do not want to live through what's ahead. So buyers beware and be aware. Okay, what's ahead for you? Expand your perceptions by learning from all 7 of my episodes. Here they are. Number 1, evolving employee-employer relationships. 2, the availability and costs of employees. 3, problematic behaviors. 4, problematic expectations. 5, the worries, and that's what you're listening to in this episode. 6, what's ahead? And 7, the solutions for employers and employees. Okay, in this presentation, I've brought to the surface some ideas that I hope will help you realize what you're up against and what you can do about it. Please don't let our communication end here. Let's privately Zoom. If you want to focus and get better results, email me from my website, partneroncall.com. Plus, I can help you deploy the tactics and strategies from my books. Remember, you can get them on Amazon. So, I'm Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate. Thanks for listening, and be careful out there. You can do better if you contact me and we build or improve your searcher marketing plan. You can learn more about searching by reading my book, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy. And my other book helps you achieve worthwhile deals, How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You will save time, you will save money, you will achieve better deals if you do what the savviest buyers do. I'm available to help you deploy the tactics and strategies from my books. You can get them on Amazon. So, I'm Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate with Partner On Call Network. Thanks for listening.